How gratitude affects brain function, how a simple shift in attention quietly changes neural activity and perception. When attention moves toward what is already there, gratitude does not begin as a dramatic feeling. How the brain filters experience. The brain does not process everything equally. It constantly filters information to decide what matters. This filtering is influenced by patterns of thought. When attention is directed toward problems or gaps, those become more prominent. When attention shifts toward positive or stable aspects of experience, those begin to stand out instead. Gratitude works through this filtering system, changing what the brain prioritizes. Neural activity and positive focus. Focusing on positive experiences activates specific neural pathways associated with reward and emotional regulation. These pathways are part of the brain's broader system for evaluating outcomes and reinforcing behavior. When gratitude is practiced consistently, these pathways become more active over time. This does not eliminate negative experiences, but it changes the balance of what the brain emphasizes. The role of repetition in shaping the brain. When certain thoughts are revisited often, the neural connections associated with them become stronger. Gratitude, when repeated, follows the same principle. By consistently directing attention toward positive aspects of experience, the brain becomes more efficient at recognizing them. This is not an immediate transformation, but a gradual shift in how attention operates. How gratitude influences stress response. Stress is often linked to how the brain interprets situations. When attention is focused on uncertainty or potential problems, the stress response becomes more active. Gratitude introduces a different perspective. By highlighting what is stable or sufficient, it can reduce the intensity of that response. The situation itself may not change, but the brain's interpretation of it does. The connection to emotional regulation. Gratitude is also connected to emotional regulation. When the brain recognizes positive elements in an experience, it can balance emotional reactions more effectively. This does not mean ignoring difficulty. It means allowing multiple aspects of a situation to be processed at once. This broader view supports more stable emotional responses. Changes in perception over time. With consistent practice, gratitude begins to influence perception automatically. The brain becomes quicker at noticing positive details without conscious effort. This does not replace critical thinking or awareness of problems. Instead, it creates a more balanced perception where positive and negative elements are both visible. The shift is subtle, but it affects how experiences are interpreted. Why gratitude feels difficult at first. At the beginning, gratitude can feel forced. The brain is often more accustomed to focusing on problems because they require immediate attention. Shifting focus toward positive aspects may feel unnatural. This discomfort is not a sign that the process is ineffective. It reflects the brain adjusting to a different pattern of attention. Gratitude as a cognitive practice. Rather than being only an emotion, gratitude can be understood as a cognitive practice. It involves deliberately choosing where to direct attention. Over time, this choice becomes more automatic. The brain learns to include positive elements in its evaluation of situations, not as an addition, but as part of its normal processing. Final thoughts. Gratitude affects brain function by changing how attention is directed and how neural pathways are reinforced. It does not remove challenges or alter external conditions. Instead, it changes how experiences are processed and interpreted. Through repetition, this shift becomes more natural, influencing perception and emotional balance. What begins as a small adjustment in focus can gradually reshape how the brain responds to everyday life. Thanks for watching.